All right, in this class, I'm going to be talking about lighting. What is good light and what is bad light, and how to capture those moments that you want with the best lighting possible. So first off, what is harsh light? Harsh light is any light that is direct sunlight, and it blows out the photo, which basically means that the whites are super white and there's no rich color, there's no sharpness within those photos. So really the best time there's a little gap. So around noon you don't want to take photos. The more closer to sunset, that's when the lighting is going to be the best and richest. And then in the morning is awesome too. Also, if you live in Seattle, it's cloudy all the time, so the nice cloud layer is there to block the sun, so you have a nice filtered light over your subjects. So really, when you're out there, you want to pay attention to what is the light right now. Is it super harsh? Is it super sunny? I live in California and I'm on the beach. Maybe that's not the best time to take photos, but closer to sunset, that's going to be a lot of more rich colors. For instance, if you live in Nebraska, when it's snowy, like the sun is going to hit that snow and it's going to reflect and it's going to be a lot brighter. So you really want to go out there and pay attention to the light and how to use that to your advantage for your photos. All right, next is editing, and how do we take these photos that we just captured with good lighting and scouted out the best location. Now, how do we process these images? Which ones do we choose to edit, and how do we edit those? So first, I'm going to break down in how I go through my photos. So I'll go through, make sure I pick the most sharpest one, the most one that's in focus, and then I'll take that into an app I like for levels and adjustments, and then I'll straighten it, the photo, and then I will adjust the levels. So what I'll look to do if it's underexposed, I'll brighten up that brightness and then add a little bit of contrast. From there, if the levels are where I like it, I'll take it out of there and put it into another app that I like that's called Afterlight. And Afterlight is really good for clarity and sharpening. You don't want to use a lot of clarity or sharpening tool because it'll add a lot of grain to your photos and make it grainy the more you use. So I like to maybe use 10% or less, maybe 5, just so it adds a little bit of sharpness to like everyday life, the regular photo, so it looks different but not super HDR, which is a no-no. In Instagram is over edited, over HDR, doesn't look real. For me, I like to try to capture those moments, but then edit them where the filter isn't in the way of the photo, but it really allows the photo to seem real and realistic. So from there, I'll take it, and then if I like a filter in there, I'll use that. I like the Idaho filter, which is pretty rad, from Theron, This Wild Idea. He created that for the app, and it adds a lot of warmth to the photo. Depending on the mood and kind of the look I want to make, maybe I'll take that from there and I'll take it to VSCO, Visual Supply Co. And they make a lot of presets for regular camera, DSLR cameras for Lightroom, and they made an awesome app to add kind of more faded, kind of muted color photos and filters that you can put on your photos. So I like those a lot. I won't use a lot of it, just maybe one of the filters halfway, just put that on and see how that looks. And then also black and whites are awesome on VSCO. So after I've captured that photo, adjusted the levels, and straightened the photo so the horizon is straight, I will take it into an app that I love and I'm obsessed with. Is called FilterStorm. And FilterStorm is like Photoshop for your iPhone. You can adjust everything. You can use a clone tool, which is what I love doing. I love cleaning up that photo. I think a lot of times photos we leave a lot of stuff in that's kind of like an eye distraction. So when you look at a photo, your eye will go directly to that trash on the ground or that light pole that's going out of the thing. So I like to clean that up. So I'll go in with Filter Storm and clone out any eye distractions within the photo to make it as simple as possible and clean. And then from there, I'll take that photo, export that, and then take it into a couple different apps that I love. So if the subject and the photo you want to, create more sky or build out the sides or make more beach, you can do that. And the app is called AntiCrop, and it looks kind of weird. The icon is a starfish, but it's an amazing app. So you can expand the photo, and it will do an algorithm to create the outside of the photo and make that the right size that you want. So a lot of times I'll do that if I want more sky in the photo, or what you have it. And I do all this not at a harsh level. So for instance, when I take a photo, I don't want it to be not realistic. I want it to feel that mood, but I also want it to be real life, feel like real life, and feel like I'm there in that moment and experiencing this photo for the first time. And so I'll use that, I'll apply a filter and usually do it like halfway, so it's not super harsh. And then I will share from there. So the main things are capturing levels, making sure I have the right ambient, contrast, and brightness and exposure for my photos, and doing that first. Before you apply a filter, make sure you make the right levels on that photo. And then from there, next is editing and applying those filters and taking out those eye distractions using Filter Storm to clone out different things in the photo. And then the last is applying the filter, which should be the last thing that you do and shouldn't be the main focus. So that's editing in my process.